Hello. All right, today we're going to talk about credit cards. I sent a message yesterday about what do you think is better, travel rewards or cash rewards, travel points or cash rewards, right? So there's no right or wrong answer, but I'm going to go over some of the things you need to look after when deciding because you can do both, right? Depending on your circumstances. So, first thing before I get into whether travel points or cash rewards is best, the one thing that I want to mention is using credit cards. You have to be very strict with yourself because you can get into credit card balances, especially where they're at 20% interest. So you don't want to carry over a balance. That's my point. Me personally, I pay my credit cards off every time I get paid every 2 weeks to avoid not having a balance, right? Because that means you're overspending, you're not really budgeting, you're pretty much out of control. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. And now jumping into travel points or cash rewards. So start with some core questions with yourself, right? Do I want simplicity, meaning just cash back? Predictable and flexible opportunities there with just cash back, or do I want something more complex regarding travel points? And you want to determine how often, right, do you travel, right? With and then with cash back, what percentages are you talking about? Mainly, I have cards that are 1 and 2% cash back, and then a certain threshold, right, up to 3,000, 4,000, $5,000 for that month or for the quarter or something like that, right? And then it goes back down to 1%. Um, and travel points is pretty much similar, where you get maybe 7 cent per point, or maybe some 0.7 cents per point, or maybe 2 cents or more per point, depending on how you redeem it. So the question is that I was getting to is how often do you travel, right? Is it 0 to 2 trips per year? Is it 2 to 5 trips per year? Is it you're a frequent flyer? Those are the things you want to ask yourself to determine whether you want a cash rewards or a travel points. Now, I do want to say that for cash rewards, it's flexible, it's simple, you always have it, right? You're never going to lose your cash rewards. But with travel points, if you don't use them, you lose them, right? And they have certain particular requirements around them regarding using a particular airline or a particular on-site or website to book the travel, right? And redemption guides, right? And also, what's most important, fees matter, right? I have cashback cards with no annual fee. So that's something to look at, because these travel rewards or travel point cards or cash rewards cards, if they're charging you a fee, you have to really balance out how much am I accumulating cashback or travel rewards dollars wise to pay for that annual fee, right? And it's just a reality check. Um, So just to summarize, cashback is clearly better if you want zero hassle. You rarely travel, um, and you dislike back blackout dates and rules. So basically, that's that. Travel points are clearly better if you travel regularly, if you plan ahead, um, and if you value flights and hotels over just cash, right? But like I said, you can have the best of both worlds. You can have a credit card that gives you cash back, and you can have one that gives you travel points for flights and hotels. So you can do both. But bottom line, cash back is more simple. Travel points, you want to maximize value if you travel. That's the point. All right, I'm gonna hit you with a Bible verse. We're in Proverbs. I thought that this was it brings it home. So Proverbs 16:16, it talks about this one you understand and can actually use well when deciding what's the best reward, right? And it isn't always the biggest number when it comes to rewards and travel points or in life, right? So this verse kind of hits home. So Proverbs 16:16 says, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather than to be chosen than silver. So comment, like, share. Let me know if you're a travel points type of person, or cashback rewards. And I'll read the comments. But have a good day. Thank you.